a time of holidays, gifts, wining and dining. And all this requires the swipe of a card. So now's a great time to explain how the payments and charge structures of credit cards work. Let's start with the due date, which is the date by which you must pay your credit card bill. If you are unable to pay by the due date, there's good news and bad news. The bad news is that you will have to pay a penalty. But the good news is that you are given a grace period of 21 days in which to make your bill payment without any interest being charged. The total amount due is your bill amount, which is the total value of the transactions made during the billing period. There is also something called as the minimum amount due. This is the percentage of the total amount due that you must pay to avoid certain other charges over and above the interest cost. Outstanding balance is that amount of your total dues that you do not pay. It is this overdue amount on which the banks charge interest. It's important to know that just because you paid the minimum amount due does not mean that you will not be charged the interest cost. The minimum amount due is simply a fraction of your outstanding amount that you pay to avoid being charged additional charges that are over and above the interest cost. Now let's come to the charge structure. Credit card charges are of two kinds: interest charges and non-interest charges. The interest costs of credit cards are extremely high. Known as annualized percentage rate or APR, this can be as high as 24 to 36%. That's even more than the 15 to 20% interest on personal loans. And remember, this interest amount is charged on a daily basis. So in effect, you pay interest on your outstanding plus the accumulated interest amount every day that you don't pay your bill. There are also a whole host of non-interest charges for credit cards. These vary from card to card. Let's take a look at some of the important ones. Many credit card providers charge an annual fee to use the card. If you use your credit card to withdraw cash, then you're charged a high transaction fee every time. So avoid cash withdrawals with your credit card unless it's an absolute emergency. Other charges include a fee to renew your card, if you spend more than your credit limit, or if you lose your card and need to replace it. It's very important to understand the complex charge structure of your credit card, but using a credit card in the right manner can also have a lot of benefits. Watch out for part 2 of this video where we tell you how to make the most of your credit card without getting entangled in its web of charge structures and interest costs. Thanks so much for watching, and here's wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.